Heat stroke is an extreme medical emergency requiring aggressive cooling measures and hospitalization for support. ABC 7's Alex Redmond joins us now with information on the 3 top triggers of this preventable illness. Alex?
Thanks, Scott. Heat stroke can sneak up on you, and left untreated, it may cause irreparable damage to your organs. But you can take measures to make sure that you and your loved ones don't become a victim of this life-threatening condition. The temperature is in the 90s, feels like triple digits, which sneaked up on George Richardson.
The sun and the heat combined caused me to get dizzy, vomit, and I had to get out of the heat.
Richardson says he spends much time in the heat.
Had I stayed in the heat longer, I probably wouldn't have survived.
Mary Lee Arnold of Doctors Hospital of Sarasota says a patient who spent a lot of time working outside in the heat was recently admitted.
They were doing some construction at a site, and they got to the point where they were sweating so much they didn't feel well anymore.
Arnold says that if you truly have heat stroke, you will most likely end up here in the emergency room. The #1 situation that leads to heat stroke, says Arnold, is heat exposure.
Being out in the heat for a period of time and not being able to cool off.
And next you know, I started cramping up, I started sweating, I felt like I had cotton mouth, and next you know, I went down.
Fernando Vega says luckily his nurses were with him.
We're like, you're going through a heat stroke.
ER nurse Danielle Cupp says dehydration is a heat stroke trigger. Cupp administers hydration fluids.
Some with electrolytes, some without. We replenish sodium levels, we replenish potassium and chloride levels.
Staying hydrated, says Cupp, helps keep patients safer through summer months, including athletes who preempt events like football games and marathons with IV hydration.
Also, we're able to do it after, so post-workout.
The Environmental Protection Agency finds heat the leading weather-related killer in the U.S. Arnold says during the 2015 peak months for heat emergencies, that's June through Labor Day, 11% or 70 patients were admitted to the ER for heat-related illness, including heat stroke.
Sometimes our elderly population, maybe their air conditioning doesn't work, or maybe they don't have it on.
Hot cars are another preventable cause of heat stroke.
If you leave a child unattended in a car, it should never happen, but especially in the heat. And pets as well. Pets can also suffer from heat stroke too. We want to take care of them like we would our own family members.
Arnold says if you think you have heat stroke, the best thing you can do is to get out of the heat and the sun, find some air conditioning, shed some clothing, and of course hydrate.